Well, as a follow-up to yesterday's show, today on the National Real Estate Cafe, we'll say, is it a buyer's market all of a sudden? Maybe not.
That's right, because we were talking about the market's become more rational, more normal. But you're going to hear about a slowdown in the purchase market. You're going to hear about prices not appreciating as much, possibly prices even going down in certain areas. But remember, these are price adjustments. It doesn't mean the values are going down. We still have appreciation. So we thought we'd bring up this. We like to bring some support. Keeping Current Matters always gives us these great reports. And, they're asking right here, are we entering into a buyer's market? And they voice some of the same concerns you're going to hear in the industry. But I love some of these quotes by some, Zillow's chief economist.
Yeah, Zillow's chief economist says the seller's challenges don't indicate we're suddenly in a buyer's market. We don't expect market conditions to shift decidedly in favor of buyers until 2020 or later. But buyers certainly are starting to balk at the rapid rise in prices, and home values are starting to grow at a less frenetic pace. What does that mean? Normal. That means, thank goodness, right? Things were going a little too hot. I mean, 6.8 nationwide appreciation is a little too hot.
Right.
12% in Oregon, Washington, a little too hot.
Correct.
8% in Los Angeles, where prices are already astronomical. 8% or 7% in San Francisco, where prices were already astronomical. Those are all very, very hot numbers, and we need to come back down to historical levels, which is right around 4%.
Well, that on top of it, we're starting to see a little bit more inventory coming back. And interest rates have bumped up a little bit. So all those factors have slowed down the market a little bit and made everybody more rational. And basically now there's negotiations going back and forth between buyers saying, hey, I'm going to pay attention to what I purchase, and sellers are going to have to be more, I guess, realistic on what they can sell their home for. And this creates more normal markets. So,
now, also, let's talk about new construction. Finally, after all these years, some new construction homes are back on the market. They are having influence on the resale market now. Now, there's only 2% or 3% of the nation is the total sales or new construction, so it's not a large amount, but it does in certain areas have an influence on the markets.
All right, so here's a little chart here that basically say what, all the economists are put together basically took a survey and said, here, when do you expect the market to start shifting towards it being more of a buyer's market? And then you can see only 13% of the economists feel that we're going to turn into a buyer's market in 2019. Everybody's on the same page with us, is that you're going to start seeing a shift, not a major one, just a shift in 2020. It's not a market crash, it's just a shift.
Well, we talked about this over and over again. 2020 is, the nice thing is that we're seeing the unwinding of all the stimulus that we put into this market, the unwinding of the interest rate stimulus, the unwinding of all the different stimulus programs. And granted, we've never come off this kind of stimulus before, so we don't know exactly what that's going to look like. But so far, it seems like the Fed's doing a reasonable job of maintaining the economy healthy while curbing inflation. That's their job.
And that's the key point of why we feel the market and the real estate market's going to stay healthy, is because the economy is strong. Jobs are strong. In fact, we're down to 3.7% unemployment.
It's crazy.
So
since 1969, we haven't had unemployment this low. Now, there's still a little bit of room in underemployment for some jobs to improve, and some of that might be a little skewed because of the hurricane. Some people may have not been able to file.
That's true. Good point there.
So, but still, regardless, there's still some of the best employment markets we've seen in a very, very long time.
So don't panic. Real estate market's good. We're actually going to have some shows showing what is the true cost of not owning a home, and are rents pushing you into having to buy a home. We think so. So stay tuned tomorrow.